What's happening, everyone? This is Tom Kugler, aka Finding Tom, and I put out something on my Instagram the other day about me possibly making a podcast where I learn Tagalog over the course of, say 52 weeks or something. And I decided to go ahead and do that. So I'm a foreigner, basically I'm from America. I have, learned a couple things, learned a couple Tagalog words, phrases, things like that, but I haven't really fully gone into how to say everything, greetings, and I want to make more of a concerted effort to learn Tagalog. So I'm actually here joined by Laura. She's going to help me. She is from the Philippines, and she's going to work with me over these, I don't know, weekly, bi-weekly episodes, whatever, however much it's going to be. And she's going to help me to learn. So I just want to say hi to Laura. Laura, if you could come on and say hi, that'd be great.
Hello, Thomas.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I wanted to lay out the groundwork here. So why I'm doing this, goals for the podcast, and what's the other thing that I wanted to talk about? And then also where we're gonna go from here, how the podcast shows are gonna run. Okay, so number one, why I wanted to have more meaningful conversations with the people from the Philippines, and I also wanted to down the line make sort of episodes on my page and my YouTube channel where I highlight the story of one particular person in the Philippines, whether that's a chef or, maybe a single mother or, maybe someone who drives a, one of the tricycles, something like that. And I wanted to be able to converse with them and not have someone next to me, constantly translating what I want to say. I want to be able to have more meaningful conversations. So, it's important to me to learn the language because of that. My goals are to be able to come in after 3 months or so. I really want to go ahead and be able to have some sort of conversation, be semi-fluent. And then after 12 months, I would love if I could have full-on conversations with people, be fluent. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be weekly shows, twice a week, 3 times a week. All I know is that I'm going to try to take, if someone's a foreigner and they have no knowledge of Tagalog, they can watch this podcast and go through the entire thing, right? And learn as I'm doing it. And my other goal is to also be entertaining for maybe Filipinos who are watching this. I want to talk about Filipino pop culture. I want to take in calls from people. I want to, talk about old Filipino culture as well, not just pop culture that's happening today. And I want to let everybody learn more about the Philippines, right? As we're learning Tagalog. I think that'd be fun. And I think that makes a different spin on it because many times when I'm trying to learn a language, I might listen to a podcast and it's boring because all we're doing is talking about, learning languages or learning words. But maybe we should talk about the culture, right? So that's what's going to happen. And this podcast is housed on Anchor, as you can see on my computer screen right here. It's called Finding Tom's Podcast. That's what I've called it. And if you want to visit that, it's anchor.fm/finding-tom, right? Anchor.fm/finding-tom, right? And you can see that on my screen right here. And you'll be able to listen to the podcast there. And also you'll be able to basically download that on iTunes, I think, specifically at some point. But the podcast is going to run like this. The first 10 minutes, we're going to learn something new. Laura's going to work with me to learn something new. And then the next 5 minutes after those 10 minutes are up, we're going to take calls from people. And if you download the Anchor app, if you follow my podcast, you'll be able to call in with something. You can ask a question. You can tell me to say something. You can just send a message to me saying thank you, whatever you want to send me, send me. And in the middle of every podcast episode, I want to take call-ins and engage with everyone and allow them to come onto the show, right? So it'd be a recorded thing. You just record something and then you'd be on your way. And then the last 5 minutes, I want to just talk about pop culture. So we can talk about anything. We could talk about TV shows, something that's getting circulated on the internet, election, anything. So I think that'd be really fun, and that would round out the whole podcast to be 20 minutes long. So 10 minutes for learning, 5 minutes for call-ins, and then 5 minutes to talk pop culture. And then maybe sometime down the line, right? So like as I keep learning, maybe after, 12 months, I might be able to just like do the whole show in Tagalog. That'd be so funny if I could do that. And then I can just keep talking about pop culture and keep, talking about things. So that's my goal for the podcast. That's what I hope to do. And I hope that you all like listen and follow me on Anchor, download the app, subscribe, whatever it is. I also am going to put the visual version of this on my YouTube channel, Finding Tom. And that way you can follow me everywhere and get many different, sort of aspects of this podcast. So thank you so much, Laura. Come back on one more time and say thank you. And if you could.
Hi, Thomas.
Okay. Are you excited?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Me and Laura are going to start to record the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you like the podcast. Bye-bye.